So we've got a new trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines, the first Final Destination film in like 15 years. Will this new movie be able to create a fear within a generation the way Final Destination 2 caused my generation to be terrified of logging trucks? Let's see.
Drinks all around. Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta love the one you got.
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh.
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw what death was about to do. I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans. This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. Watch out!
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe Death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Classic walk into the street.
Good luck.
All right, real quick, before I share my thoughts on it, be sure to join me down below in the comments section. Let me know, what did you think about the trailer? Also, I did a ranking of all of the Final Destination movies back like 6 years ago. So if you want to know my thoughts on the franchise up to this point in time, there is a video. It's also like a time capsule. What was my channel like back in 2018, 2019, whenever I did that video? I'm going to check it out one more time, and then I'm going to start talking. So in the beginning, the Final Destination franchise had this really great kind of concept to it of what if you cheated death, therefore death was hunting you down, and then it kind of had these chain reaction, Rube Goldberg machine-esque sequences leading to people's death, where you see kind of one small thing happen and another thing happen over here, and through a chain of events that in and of themselves, any one of them isn't too big of a deal, but when you throw them all together, it leads to this very convoluted, but convoluted because death is out to get you kind of way to die. And initially, it was a lot of fun and just a clever way to do something different with the horror genre in creative ways to kill people. And when you crank 5 of them out in a decade, it overstays its welcome, gets more ridiculous as it goes along, and some of the effect was lost. But when you haven't had one in 15 years, you kind of miss the novelty of what the franchise had to offer, and you're kind of like, hey, do I want to see a little bit more Final Destination action? I think I do. And when you watch the first minute of this franchise and you're at this family get-together, and it keeps showing these different things, and you think, oh, that's going to be it. And you go, oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. And you go, wait a minute. It's all of these things at once are going to be a part of whatever crazy thing's going to happen? And it reminds you of the best of the Final Destination franchise. When it starts talking about the actual plot itself and this big gigantic building and floors collapsing. I don't know, started to feel a little bit too sensational. Reminded me of the cartoonish later ones that I wasn't so crazy about. But the first half of it, and the general concept of it, what if there was a family that wasn't meant to exist and so death is out to get all of them? That's kind of a fun place to take this franchise. Like I said, the overly, like, the convoluted chain reactions, that's cool. But when it's just like so sensational and when they had like roller coasters flying all over the place and it's just so detached from normal stuff, that's where it kind of lost me. Back to what I said at the beginning, one of the things that makes the second one so like potent for a generation is we've all been driving down the road and you see this big truck carrying something and you're like, oh man, it could be really bad if it dropped that. And then a movie came out of like, what if there was a series of things happen where a log truck, all the logs, like started dropping all over the road and started killing people. Created a fear in all of us for a little bit then. But when you just take it to these kind of ridiculous extremes of that just feel so detached from normal life, that's where it loses it. Even like the shower death in, I believe, the first film, it just feels like this small little thing of like, what if you just did this one thing? Versus extravagant locations and floors collapsing and pianos smashing people in the faces. It loses the grounded little fears of life. Although little ways we're vulnerable. So I hope it doesn't go too far, too often into just the crazy, wild stuff. And the more that it's like, oh, what if glass got into your drink? Oh, what if all the little what ifs? I think those are a lot more interesting. So I don't know. It as someone that I've never been like super crazy about the Final Destination franchise, but I've always been fond of the first several films in the franchise. Kind of made me go, yeah, I want more of these. I want more of this kind of fun. Let me know what you thought down below. Check out my thoughts on the movies over there, wherever that ranking is at, and keep talking movies at TV2.